Okay, so hello guys, this is a build that I just copied. It's it's pretty good, the damage reduction. It's only 57%, but what can I do? This I just copied it from Steve something. He's a really good guy, really good at the game. Um the guy said you can change this vessel at any time, like depending on the boss. But I'm using Spellbinder, and he also recommended Spellbinder. I can't really use anything else, obviously. So, damage reduction, a lot more. I should go back and check. There's also this thing. Mine increases damage reduction for a short duration after being hit. I don't really like it. It's pretty weird. But I'll actually check. Um, so here are my stats. Okay, my stored playthrough. I kind of just have everything I need. So so I did say a long time ago, like one of my first playthrough, that someone stance better. Thrust stance. Uh, it's alternately a lot better because of this. Some stances are you don't want to use them depending on the boss, like bowling, hardest boss in the game. You only want to use this when he's attacking. You can dodge it otherwise. This this one, the Wukong final boss, he will destroy you if you ever use this. Like, humiliate you. I never used it, but I've seen people do it. This stance, fully charged, and they get completely destroyed. He catches the thing and then twists it. Um, I am gonna say, what's the best see-through? To me, this doesn't really do a see-through because I think there's not really a point where you're invulnerable. And, like, the staff gets really big, so this thing. It gets really big when I do something and it gets hit perfectly. And you can buff the while increase invincibility duration when seeing through the enemy. You can buff that by doing that. But so yeah, this doesn't really have any see-through. And I mean, this one is good in terms of if you want to spend all your points. But the problem is, this spends like half a focus point. Focus point. Like, when you're on your fourth focus point, it's like half. Because your fourth focus point is bigger than all the other focus points. So, it's like half the focus point bar. And this makes it so it's 3. So, like, all you have to do this is you need 3 focus points. Anything more? Well, you just need a little bit more than 3 focus points to do max damage. Damage is not even high. Thrust stance will do more. A little bit more. And then this, I mean, Skyfall, a lot of people dodge it. This is kind of annoying to pull off. I just now got into heal, but I used to do the see-through from this. And this is just so much better. Gets me hit a lot more. If you mess up, you get hit. I always could time it perfectly. It's just when if I hit again, I know I'd get hit. But if I didn't and like paused and then do the heavy attack to make it do resolute counterflow, it just does a heavy attack instead, which severely sucks. then the whole point of me doing that is just destroy and then I get hit because I'm not doing resolute counter flow, I'm doing a heavy attack. Sucks. And then this does decent damage for 2 focus points. I mean, I'd rather just save up and do this full forward focus point. And the reason why this, like, reason why this, you know, this is better than the other ones is first of all, when you do it, you go invisible, which is, I mean, personally, I like that. Shows really obvious. You don't need to have the staff I have on right now. It's the hardest staff to get. I mean, it's not, but it's regardless the hardest staff to get in League Run. But when it becomes big, you know you did it right, but you know you did this right when you come invisible. Anyway, you're going back. So you can dodge some attacks. Even if you do mess up, you can dodge the attack because you're going back. Even bosses that are massively big, like huge bosses like the Dusk Veil, something like that, really their range is slow, like not that far at all. Their hands like sweep a little bit. Their sword though has a lot of range. So usually the bosses who are ginormous that you think have a lot of range either has, well, most of the time they have some long range and some short range. Always that, even if they're ginormous. So if you do mess up, you can still dodge them most of the time. And the thing I like about this, it doesn't cost a focus point. These two, they cost a focus point. Yeah, this one does block it and does damage, but yeah, I could just go in, do this, and do that. Also, if I do want to cast focus point and do extra damage, I could always just do a heavy attack. Not that hard. And the heavy attack, it doesn't like bring you right next to it. It brings you some distance and then max distance away. Like you can see right here, when it goes into close, it stops like in mid-air. It goes up, then back, mid-air, and for it to get the end of that spiel, which is insane. So yeah, that makes it a lot better in my opinion. Now it does have a second version, and I mean the first version, the part where you dodge, doesn't really do any damage like these two. This one sucks in terms of damage, and it's not much. The payback for you taking that much damage that you might also miss it and you take a lot more damage. Now, I haven't used this yet, moderately, so this would be a huge use, a lot more useful. I thought I had it on, but now I'll get a lot more C2s, which is fine because I already do get a lot. But this also does have a second part. Second part is not really too good. First of all, it does not that much damage. If you do this, then this, it's about 2 focus points. Like, I'd rather just spend it on a quick attack and then do this. Like, it takes a lot, and if you do mess it up, you're going to take a lot of damage from it. Also, a lot of time when you do dodge enemy, or when you do counter strike it, resin counter flow it, usually you can't pull off that second move because it's going to do another move right after. And then you do that while getting hit by the move, and you both take a lot of damage. Now that's not good at all because the boss has a lot of health, and you don't. You don't have a lot of health at all. Now this, I already said it. The unique thing is that there's all focus points. The max is 3, not 4. So it's not gonna be as good as the fourth, as if you just use the fourth focus point. But if you do get in that range of that second part, that fourth slash, where it jumps before while it's in the air, you can do that to like make a little bit less of a fourth point thing, but still rather just use this four focus points on deadly stance and instantly get my damage off rather than having to do this, which you might get hit and you do crappy damage to him. Now, the nice thing is that you have one that deflects, one that uses up all the focus points, and one that dodges, and can change depending on what you want. So at least they're all useful in their own way. You know, one is kind of mostly better. This is more engaging, so people might like it more. However, the thing that I like about this is that you can like use all three of them, which makes it a little bit harder because then you get to switch between both of them constantly and really fast. And if you do want to, like, it's still you can get the hang of it relatively easy. And if you use all of these though, you could you like and you use all of them consistently and well, you will not be most likely not be able to reach full focus points without you spending it all immediately. Because if you do get a lot, you could always just do this. Because you're doing Smash Sands and you can just spend this a lot. Also, I do have this weapon, which considerably gain focus for a brief moment after seeing through it. I wish it did damage. Like, not like damage, but like increases damage also. Because I mean, this weapon is kind of mid mixer. Focus. Continuously gains focus for a brief moment. Really, I can't even tell that much. I can tell a little bit because I've been using Smash Stance one. So I do this, then I do the second part, which wastes it. So if you do have that staff app, you can constantly do this and then just do massive damage on the stances, which is insane. However, I will do more into thrust stance because it's just a lot more safer, a lot easier, and more reward, kinda. Because I can just go into this, constantly do damage, and not need to stop. This, I do a little bit of damage. If I know the moveset really good, then I can do another. I have a chance to do a little bit more damage. Still not better, not that good. Because if I wasn't able to do that, I would be able to do 2 focus point like heavy attack, and that will do equal the damage. It'll be quicker. But if I do decide to do the second attack, he'll be able to not hit again, or we'll trade hits, which is honestly kind of fine for me. But that can make it so if you do, that can make it so you die or not. some of those fights, they're really close. They get really close. But I feel like once you like at least defeat the first game mode, it's extremely easy second time, and it just gets even easier with the bulk game armor. Like you become mostly unstoppable. Another thing, people have said that this build is insane. Now, let me show you how much it sucks. So, let's 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 know how much the bulk game armor set gives us. In terms of defense only, we're only gonna stack defense. My other build, that's a damage reduction. Alright, so right now I have 711. Well, let's add 739. Honestly, it's pretty bad. Let's do this. 760. Okay, so right now I have 769. Let's see how much I have right now. Now keep in mind, I'm on MG plus 2. Pretty far into the end, so I do have a lot of stuff. 853. 853 and 730. 769. Okay, so it is 100 above. That's honestly surprising. But you can see how much relics I have. So I am pretty far into the game, and this just beats it by like a relic or two. By 2 relics, and I am pretty far into the game. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. 17 relics. Max you can get in one playthrough is 5. So I have been in the game 3 times. Right? Yeah. And I'm on my 4th one. Apparently. Really. No, I'm on my 3rd one. Okay, okay. Sorry. 6, 9, 12, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you can get 6 in one playthrough. And I have like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Let's count it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. Okay, so you can get 6 in one playthrough, and I have 16. 17, sorry. So you can see how it's only a little bit above, which means that you have to progress really far into the game. Now, keep in mind, I have gotten everything besides the Wukong stands by far. Like, but at this point, you should have gotten everything besides Wukong stands. So there's not really anything for you to do, really. Uh, like, At this point, I've already gotten everything. Besides the Wukong thing, which is not intangible, and I don't even know much about it. Pretty sure it's a stance that you can only have like 2 minutes. Maybe. I think like 1 minute without the talisman. Okay, here we go. I'm getting confused. Elderman. That's it. Uh, so yeah, not that good at all. And this doesn't even mean that you're that tanky. You can still take a lot of damage because it because you don't have any damage reduction. Really, I wish the armor did kind of look better because the armor does not look too good. It looks like the old Wukong. Like it's not the best in my opinion. They all definitely old better armor sets out there. Like rusty old. And also it's gray. I'd like it to look gold. Like this, you can see it's definitely strong. This you can see it's strong because it's a mythical aura. I like it. This it seems like it's the bottom of the barrel. This looks sick. This the mask is doesn't really look as good as the other two, but like the mythical aura is really nice. The mythical look at the bottom, and this it's great. It seems like I am running newbie stuff that you it's like the war storm on the game, like the thing you start out with, which sucks. So